Hey everybody, it is Big Rob the Fishing Guy coming at you again. Again, sorry for the infrequent post, but today we are at Dana Peak Park. I'm at the fishing pier at Dana Peak Park, so here's hoping that it is looking pretty good. So I've got some new stuff I got for Christmas. I've been dying to show off. I'm going to show that off when we get down there. Other than that, guys, I'll see y'all down at the water.
Big Rob the Fishing Guy, he loves to fish and with his kids. Big Rob the Fishing Guy, if he doesn't catch a fish, then the next day he'll try.
Alrighty, about to get our first look here. I haven't been here in a while. Already I see some stuff. I think those are ducks. Chilling out on the water. Looks like the good old fishing pier is veered off a little bit. That's alright. Haven't been here in so long, it'll be nice to be able to see what I might be able to get, if I can get in it. So I finally got me, yeah, it's a whole family, like ducks and stuff. That's cool. Anyway, I finally got me a good old casting sonar. Since y'all know me, I like to fish from the bank a lot. I don't have access to sonar from a boat, so I got myself one of these casting ones, so hopefully I can dial in on some fishes. Hey, they cleared out this entire area. The last time I was here, it had like a big old tree, whole lot of stuff, but there's a lot of places for me to go over here. Now it says woody here, and so you kind of have to be careful with swim baits and stuff like that, because you get snagged pretty easily. But I would think with all the cover that's here, look at all this grass. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a bunch of grass here. Look at here. Let me get close. Oh man, let's get close. See right there? There's a bunch of grass there. I'm hoping that means we're gonna hold some fish today. I'm going to get everything all set up here. See, look, you can tell. Look at that. It's always like, every time I come here, there's always something up with this. But I'm hoping because of the grass and that vegetation, we got some fish holed up in here. And these ducks maybe. Maybe I'll start from over here, do like a little short cast or something. We'll see. So I'm going to get everything all set up, and I'll come back and see y'all in a little bit. So this sonar is pretty good. When I first opened it, I'll bring this in so I can show you some of the bad things that I noticed. I'll cast it back out for y'all. Okay, so looking at this here, it's your basic stuff. It's waterproof. That's that gasket right there you see. I'm not going to open it up here because, you know, we're outside and it's been in the water and stuff, but it's got those two little things down here at the bottom that senses when it's in the water, turns it on and gets everything all working. It is a wireless, and it uses Wi-Fi to connect to the receiver here. Take off this thing here so you can see it. So it uses a Wi-Fi connection to connect to this. So more on this in a little bit. Put that there for right now. So when it comes to this here, like I said, it's got that, then it's got these holes, which these holes said that was where you're supposed to tie your fishing limits. You can see as I tie the swivel in here, the reason is because when I was looking at those holes, this is my only bad mark I have against it. I felt like they were probably too jagged, and that unless you were using like a super abrasion resistant like braid or fluorocarbon or something, that it may break it over time. So I put this on here, you know, just to be able to to keep that from happening. I tied it up with a Palomar knot right there. And this is super thick. I got this rod here when I went fishing at the ocean. It's a Berkeley Fusion. It's a big old honking spinning rod, but I got that when I was fishing. It was the first time I fished in the ocean, so I was like, oh, I need to get myself one of those. So that's what this is here, and it works out pretty good. It says it's like 250 feet or something. So you can't like bomb it out there, but you can get pretty out there, and it worked pretty good. So let me show y'all. I've already done it a couple times in the videos, but I'll show y'all one more. But yeah, so when you take it out of the water, it stops sonaring. And then you just kind of cast it out there. And I scared the ducks, but that's okay. And then what it says on the instructions when I read it is you just kind of slowly reel it back. I probably bombed it out there too far. It's heavy, so if you're going to cast this, I definitely recommend getting like a heavy action, medium heavy action rod that can handle this. Because this thing is a heavy piece of equipment to be launching out there. I wouldn't do it on like your bait casting reel. I would definitely do it on like a heavy spinning reel. You may have, like if you go catfishing a lot, one of those. But it's out there right now. So what I'll do is I'll break out the little handheld here. And this is where it all goes to. So you can see here, it's got the temperature of the water, which is 54 degrees right now. And the depth right now where it's at is 4.4 feet, give or take. And it's got the battery life of both things here. Now it's kind of windy and the water's moving, so my sonar there is kind of moving all around the place. But you can zoom in. You can see the grass down at the bottom and stuff, and then you've got your menus, sensitivity, depth range, noise filter, probably put that on high. Fish symbols, I like that because I don't know what a fish looks like right now, but you can take that off and escape, and then it kind of starts over. Now downside is I'm not going to know what a fish looks like because this is the first time I've used a sonar. But you know, it comes with this, it's waterproof. Hopefully you don't drop it. I don't know if it floats. I'm not going to test it though here anyway. I'd rather test it like in a bathtub or something. But that's about it. One thing I'll also say about the sonar is it, you know, it says don't use it in something with hard surfaces, so I guess it messes it up. I tested it in my fish tank at home, and just to see if it worked, you know, and I've got fish in that, but it never did show me any fish. So I guess that has something to do with the deal there. So there's that, my nice little review. So overall, if I had to give it a star rating, I'd probably give it about a 4, 3.5, 4. Just because, you know, it's nice to have it. It's not a name brand, so it was a little cheaper. It was about 80, I think, $80, something like that. I'll go home and I'll post it, the name of this thing. When I post the video, I'll put the name of there on there. But other than that, that's about it there. All right, awesome. So now we're going to continue on. I'll go ahead and do a review of my casting rod that I got. So like I said, guys, this is a Kast King. So hopefully you can see that right there. It's a nice little look to it. It's got some gold accents. I've already been reading on this. A lot of people say it's really good. That's how you open this, so you can get to your spool, lube it up if you need to. It's got this drag, got the star drag. It's got some good oversized handles. Here's your tension knob. I put some good sized braid on that. I think it's a 30 or a 40 pound braid. It only had white, so don't judge me. When I was looking for braid for this thing, it only had white. But look at that, it's got a good hand. I like that handle. It feels nice in the hand. Well, that's not on the, that's on the rod though. So this is a Kast King rod, a Crixus. I don't know how to say that. But it's a heavy rod with a fast action tip. It says it can hold 1.5 ounce out, 1 ounce of weight. And the other thing I like about this, it's not as thick as some of those other heavy action rods that I've seen. And I think that's a pretty good little deal there. Oh, back to the thing. Here's our gear ratio. It's a 8.1. So this is a fast action reel, which is something, you know, I like to do that top water fishing. I like that top water bite. Y'all have seen me do that before. That's why I've got the Chopo, and I'll show you a little bit more on that. But so that's what you want if you got that fast action deal. You want a fast retrieve on those because you're trying to, you know, cover water quick, and get some reaction bites and stuff like that. But other than that, like I said, it's a pretty good little setup. I was happy I got it. It's a 7-foot 2-piece. I know a lot of people may not like the 2 pieces. I do, because, you know, I drive with kids and stuff in my car, and the 2-piece keeps them safe from the rod banging around their heads in my SUV. So here, a little bit more on this. So guys, everyone knows, you know, you got your whopper ploppers, your Chopos, and some other stuff. This is a bluegill pattern Chopo from Berkeley. It's the Chopo 90. And I've used both whopper plopper and Chopos, and I like these Chopos a little bit better. I just, the little bit of reaction limited use I've had with Versa, not to mention they're cheaper. So, you know, us fishermen, we're always losing stuff, especially me. Y'all see my channel, y'all know I've lost plenty of lures. So cheap and budget is definitely what I look for. Now, if I ever do get a chance to get a boat, maybe I'll, you know, change that thought process a little bit. But you know, that's what I'm always kind of looking for, is cheap and easy. And it's okay if I lose it, because it didn't cost me a whole heck of a lot of money. But right now I've got this set at a, well, it's right in between the 10 and the max. So it's a 10 on my magnetic braking system. And I don't know if anyone's ever showed y'all this before, but when you're looking for it, you just kind of want it to go down. Mine goes a little bit fast. I've been using these now for a little bit. But yeah, it's, you know, it's nice. It's a Berkeley braided line that I'm using. Okay, everybody, so I am here now, back in the car, and that's the reason why. As I was fishing, came down. That's not the only reason. So I did give, I couldn't catch any fish today, so you know what I decided to do? Something I've been thinking about doing on these channels, and that's the actual product review. So I started this off to let you know that I was gonna do a review on some of the Christmas gifts I got, which was a wireless casting sonar and a new Kast King combo set that I got. So let me just give you a quick recap on those as far as the star rating that I would give them. So the casting combo, which I will put in the, I will notate in the video, and I'll put in the description. The casting sonar, I get about 3.5 to 4. I just had one little problem with it. I definitely don't believe in giving everything a perfect rating. But you know, for what it is, it wasn't a name brand, so it wasn't deeper or anything like that. It was just a, you know, a no-name casting sonar that got good reviews on there. I'd give it about a 3.5 to 4. Again, and for the casting combo, that one, that's a pretty high 4.5, I would say. Didn't really have any issues with it. The bait caster, it's a Valiant Eagle, Kast King Valient Eagle bait caster. It's 8.1 to 1 gear ratio, so it's a fast action reel. And you know, it did pretty good. I'd say probably the only thing is it doesn't hold a whole heck of a lot of I can't even think of line, but that's, you know, that's okay. Doesn't really need to. But it pulled everything in just fine. I didn't have any bait backlashes, which is good. Especially with the wind. Oh, sorry about the hand there. Especially with the wind that was going on. It wasn't too windy, but it was a little windy. And then as far as the rod goes, that's a pretty good little rod. It's 7 foot 2 piece, which is what I like. You know, again, like I said, I like to be able to take them apart, kind of put them in there in the car and go. But you know, other than that, it's a heavy rod. It's a fast action tip. I specifically got that so I could do more better top water action. So I've got some frogs which wouldn't have mattered today, so I didn't use them. But I got some frogs, and I got my Chopos. And if y'all been on my channel before, y'all know I give Chopos a pretty good high remark. So those are always a good high remark in my eyes. I like those. They're cheaper than Whopper Plopper. They do just as good of a job, if not better, in my opinion. And yeah, you know, a-okay in my book. So you know, if you've got yourself a little bit on a budget, I think that whole set was about 180 bucks, almost 200 for everything. That's the sonar, the casting combo, and the Chopo. So that's not too bad, given everything I've already got. I didn't know, and the line. Yeah, I think with everything, including the line, the Chopo, the casting sonar, and the bait casting combo setup that I have, I think it was probably right around 200, which is not bad for a budget bait caster, for a decent budget bait caster, without you having to go lowball at like Walmart or you know, get like a $30 bait casting reel or something like that. So for a decent price, I would say a-okay. Other than that, guys, I think I spent enough time kind of giving a back review on that. I am going to try and be putting more videos. If I can't go out fishing, you know, I've got plenty of lures and other stuff that I can definitely do a review on, because I've fished with just about everything that I have in my little fishing nook that I have at the house. So you know, be on the lookout for those, just so I can get some extra content out there. Other than that, y'all have a good day, and always continue fishing.
Big Rob the fishing guy, he loves to fish and with his kids. Big Rob the fishing guy, if he doesn't catch a fish, then the next day he'll try.